day. Today I want to share with you something that I think is going to be really helpful for you. Some of you guys have been a little, some of you have been a little bit kind of stuck when you're looking for different jobs, and you're kind of wondering, I've ran out of junior dev jobs to look at. I've where do I find like a good place for me to actually find a job? I've exhausted everything. Like, where do I go? And so what I want to show you is a little tool that I put together for you. All right. Now this tool is, excuse me, wrong button. This tool is going to be helpful for those of you guys that may be a little limited in your knowledge of the industry, okay? So first, I want to tell you this is the essential list of job titles. If you want to download this is a free download. You can get it straight in the description if that's what you're interested in. If not, then you can just check it out. You can just steal it from this video. I don't care. But there's a link in the description. Plus, that signs you up to our newsletter and lets you know all the cool things that we have going on. I have something that I'm super psyched to launch and talk to you about, but I'll talk to you about that later. But here's how you would use this, okay? Here's how this works. There's a lot of different job titles in the industry, okay? And a lot of them describe the same thing. So depending on whatever like industry that you come from or you're looking to work into is how you can change the job titles. This is going to take your, maybe you have like one limited job search that you're looking for and you don't realize that you can actually 10x the amount of jobs that are out there for you to apply to, right? So let's talk about this. So we have developer, we have web developer, we have software engineer, we have coder, we have programmer, we have architect, which if you're new, I would not recommend, going for an architect position. But my point is these are all the things. And so what you do is you take this prefix and you just attach it to one of these. So what I would do is I would go for intern web developer, associate web developer, junior software engineer, front-end software developer, back-end coder, entry. Do you see what I'm saying? You can basically attach any of these to any of these. And what happens is that's going to really increase your job search. So I want to show you how this works, okay? Let's see if I can go half and half here. There we go. So let's look for intern web developer, right? Let's go for remote, man. We want this bad boy remote, man. Remote, dog. All right. So let's look for this. So this is a remote web developer internship. Some of you are looking to get your foot in the door for the first time, looking to make things happen. This is it. This is a great way to do it. You can read through that. Now this looks like it's not a paid internship. Whatever, you can decide if that's something that you want. But some of these are paid. You can look for that. But when you look at internship, oh, look at that. Game dev. Some of you guys are interested in game dev, and that's why you got into development. That's a cool place right there. So when you're using the word intern, you got to be careful. Some of them are paid. Some of them are not paid. The big companies, LinkedIn, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, and Microsoft, their internships are generally paid and paid pretty well. Associate is another one, right? So like let's do associate developer or associate software engineer, right? There we go. Let's find a job. Where? Remote, baby. Here's an a software engineer. Now associate's different, like depending on whatever level like that you use for associate. Like it could either be associate could be like intern, then associate, or associate could actually be higher up in the like chain. So maybe it's not a great, you just have to pay attention to what they're actually looking for. Here's one, associate lead software engineer. So see what I'm talking about? Like you don't know what associate means. And the problem is in the industry, no one has ever decided like, this is what, this is how we're going to put all job titles. There's not like a central way of doing that. So, but look, let's here's a junior software engineer, and I found that by looking for associate engineer. Associate software engineer is a telecommute job for United Health Group. Not bad, in LA. Okay, here's Lockheed Martin. Here we go. And so you would read through this, right? And they're looking for a bachelor's degree, experience in anything. If you have anything, so like put your application in. We're looking for people. Great, that's awesome. So like full stack programmer, like that one's kind of weird, right? I'm just trying to put them. I'm just trying to put weird ones together. I'm just using Indeed today. There's plenty of job search. If you're looking for a bunch of places, like a bunch of different sites that you can try this whole thing on, you can actually go to tech-ology.co. And when you go there, you can, when you go there, it'll actually have a list of all the places that I used to apply for jobs. So you can sign up there, and that'll be a PDF download that goes to your thing. So full stack programmer. Full stack Java programmer, if you know Java. So these are basically the way that works. Now let me point out some, that's how that works, right? You just put a prefix with a suffix. Is that the right word? I don't know if that prefix suffix is the right word, but that's the best way to do it. And so there's so many different job titles. Name of tech is what I want to look for. So I'm a Salesforce developer, right? Salesforce developer. And so that's what I am. So my name of my tech is what I'm going to put there, and then that's what I'm going to find. Okay, great. This is what I'm looking for. This is awesome, beautiful. So you can do it that way. You can do it in many different ways. I almost put WordPress on here. Now, some of you will disagree with me that WordPress is not real development, but some people are doing legit stuff, full stack stuff on WordPress. And you have to know that. But I want you to know that. Also, be aware that Junior and JR are two different search queries, right? If you're a programmer, you know how search queries work. If you don't put in the exact right thing, you're not going to get anything back. So junior developers, let's look for junior developer. Okay, well, this is pretty smart. See how it says JR, software engineer? If you're searching for junior software engineer, you'd never find this one. JR, software engineer. And so this is what I'm talking about. Also, there's 826 jobs here, right? And then we also have here for junior developer. Okay. So I guess Indeed is smart enough to know that if you have JR or junior, they're different. But what stuff comes up top is kind of different. But that's just Indeed. There's plenty of other places. Glassdoor, LinkedIn, Dice, all these other places that you can actually use to see that. So I'm gonna pull up the chat. I haven't been looking at the chat, so if you're in the chat today, just say what's up. Love the chat back and forth with you. But so anyways, so some interesting ways are for you to kind of get back into this, to way to step into the industry too, is a QA job. I wanted to talk to you about that. QA jobs, QA testers, QA automation engineers are great because you're actually coding, and generally you're writing test cases, test coverage, you're looking at code, you're in the code base, you're trying to discover what's wrong. That is a great way to build experience for that. But like QA developer, let's see if there's QA developer jobs. It's usually like QA analyst, things like that, but let's just look for it. Yeah, automation test engineer, software test engineer. These are different types of jobs that are going to build your experience. Now, when I would say a junior job or an intern job or a WordPress job, like some of those jobs are great ways to get your foot in the door in the industry. What I would do in those situations is I would land that job. I would sit in that job for 3 months, 6 months, or maybe even the entire time. I would still continue to be looking for other jobs. That are more like, maybe if you came out of boot camp, would be more like a full stack dev job or a front end job or whatever, because then they know that, oh, this person has industry experience and they're going to be able to, do some of the stuff that we want them to do. So those are great ways to break into the industry. Like I said, I didn't put WordPress on here. My big old head's in the way, you can't see. But anyways, my point is, that is a download that I have for you guys. There's a link in the description. You can just click on it and write your email in there. It's going to send you my list of essential job titles that I think are important when you're looking for jobs. I also want you to know that junior developer and junior developer are two different searches. So do you see how I put the quotations? That's a totally different search. And that becomes a string search versus a general search. So if you're doing a search like maybe you're on Glassdoor and you do junior space developer, it'll search for junior, and developer. Does it say junior anywhere on the same page, anywhere on the same job posting that says developer? But if you do junior developer with quotations, it's a junior developer is someone who is, it's actually a string. You want to make sure that the whole thing comes through all together. So anyways, that's just a way for you to kind of 10x, maybe 5x your job postings and stuff like that. You can watch this video, steal it, have it for free. I don't care. Also, if you haven't gone to tech-ology.co/resume, you can check out all about our resume builder. And I think that's a great place for you to really, I'm getting some great feedback on this tool that we've put together just for you guys to get past some of these job postings that are really tough to get into. So I wanted to let you know about that. Also, tech-ology.co/giveaway, and that's where I'm actually giving away a free resume review. I'm going to go over all your stuff with you. We'll meet one-on-one. We'll set up a time. We're going to go over all your stuff. Look at your resume. I'm going to give you a bunch of tools to kind of help make that much better for you. So anyways, that's enough for tonight. Just wanted to say what's up. I missed yesterday. I was supposed to be streaming 2 weeks in a row. I missed yesterday. So my bad on that. Hopefully I'll try to make it up to you guys. But but I appreciate all you guys who hang out, watch all my videos. You guys have been amazing and so cool. And just want to say enjoy your night, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you guys have a good